Can you help me? Okay, so can you put this right at my feet?
Tommy Vu
So right there. Thank you.
isn't preparing for just any workout. Everything has to be precise.
So there's all these regulations and guidelines as to how far I shoot back, how high I jump up, make sure I do an actual push-up and everything.
Because Tommy is attempting to break the Guinness World Record for the most chest-to-ground push-up burpees in 1 hour.
So yours is the timer, and then mine is a counter.
The current record is 957.
In training, I've gotten up to about 1,030, but everything was perfect, ideal training environment. So we'll see how many we get to today.
After a hug and a kiss from his fiancée, with the timer, the counter, and the cameras ready,
And start.
Tommy starts the long and grueling hour. His friends and family cheering him on.
There you go, Tommy! Go, Tommy!
And some company in the misery.
I love to see people sweat out here with me. Share the pain.
I'm so proud of him. He's just so much inspiration for everybody, and the fact that he can do this many burpees is just crazy.
There you go.
About 20 minutes in, Tommy's done over 340 burpees. That's one every 3.5 seconds. A perfect pace to meet his goal.
Just getting started. You can do this all day.
You can probably tell this isn't Tommy's first time doing something like this.
Yes, he already has a world record.
Earlier this year, he broke the Guinness World Record for a different type of burpee.
Keep with it. Come on.
But this one is special because each burpee equals bucks.
I've got a couple pledgers who have committed $1 a burpee. Every burpee I do is just more money into helping her out, and I'm so excited.
The money Tommy raises will help his friend and colleague who was just diagnosed with brain cancer.
She's just a tremendous individual. She's always positive, optimistic about everything. Obviously, we can't fight the fight for her, but if we can show her some support, I think that's my purpose today.
Yeah, look at that dedication. Look at that focus.
With 20 minutes left and 700 burpees down, Tommy's shirt is coming off.
I've got my little sister. Her job is to make sure I stay on track.
Up, down, let's go.
Not going too fast, and obviously not going too slow.
Stay in it. Yeah. You got 300 in you.
With 300 to the current record, he's visibly tired.
300 is just another day in the gym.
But his reason why, his friend, gives him that push he needs.
I respond well to loud noises.
With 7 minutes left, he breaks the previous record. But he doesn't stop there.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
By the end of the hour, Tommy completed 1,071 burpees,
I was ready to stop at 1,000, but y'all kept yelling.
helping raise almost $16,000 for his friend's medical bills.
I'm blessed. I feel blessed that I could help her and her family in this situation.
And being an inspiration to everyone else.
Seeing so many people come out and watch him do this, I hope that they feel inspired. I hope that he was able to reach those. Time to train for the next one. There's no rest days.
Tommy's goal is to own all of the 1 hour burpee records. Who knows whose life he'll change next? In Salem, Wesley Ogle, K2 News.
This started out as a story about hypodermic needles on Portland streets and whose job it is to clean them up.
Up here is usually really messy. This is where the food carts are.
That would fall to people like James Woodard from Central City Concern's Clean and Safe program.
Everything from a little corner of candy wrapper to anything larger. Just doing gutter side.
He picks up everything from trash and human waste to, yes, needles.
I mean, as far as like grossness or anything like that, it doesn't bother me. Usually I'm not here, I disconnect.
But listen to what James told us. It's not needles he's finding anymore, but this.
Yeah, lots of tinfoil. That's the most of it. They smoke the fentanyl and meth and stuff off of the tinfoil, and you find that everywhere. There's just scraps of it. I could probably find some right now.
And within minutes, James did just that.
This is what they smoke the fentanyl on. You'll find tinfoil in the doorways and stuff, little scraps of it. We'll probably end up seeing a lot more. See? They were done smoking the drugs, so they end up leaving the trash.
Sure enough, all throughout our several block walk, streets littered with tinfoil.
You can see where the drugs were smoked on it. It's usually burnt on the other side. It's all over the place.
A new development that has Central City concerned very worried.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Fentanyl is extremely dangerous, and it depends on the particular drug you take, right? It's the pill you get. Some pills aren't as dangerous as others. They have more acuity in them. Some pills are much more dangerous. You recently heard the tragic story of the young man, high school student, who took one fentanyl pill and passed away. That can happen, and it does happen. So it just depends on what you're getting.
So how many more people are smoking fentanyl and opioids these days? Well, consider this. In January and February of last year, Central City concerned crews picked up 27,000 needles. In the first 2 months of this year, just 8,000 needles. And here's why we should all be concerned. The secondhand smoke effect still isn't known. And that's not all.
It's incredibly concerning. Certainly for a nonprofit like Central City Concern, what we're seeing is a lot of people taking very dangerous drugs. The acuity's gone up, how people respond to fentanyl and opioids with increased psychosis, how long it takes for folks to detoxify from that and to recover. It's really, really deeply, deeply concerning.
So why are so many ditching the needles in exchange for smoking from the foil? Lukasik says the fentanyl through smoking provides a significant high that plunges into the system without the hassles of a needle. She doesn't blame city, county, or state leaders for not jumping on the problem because it seems to have happened so quickly. But she knows everyone needs to act now with urgency.
When it's dry, you have to use a scraper to really get it off. All the cans, as we go up.
Meanwhile, James Woodard will go about his job 5 days a week, cleaning up whatever has been left behind. And that now includes a new danger on the street that no one saw coming.
It's pretty bad right here.
We have about 4.5 miles of trails that are open to the public.
Jackson Bottom Wetlands in Hillsborough has it all. 635 acres of greenery, clear water, and many beautiful birds.
So they're all nesting right now, and all the boxes are full. They all have babies right now. So the mom is basically sticking her head out, waiting for food. Those are the purple martins trying to get into their boxes. He's like, get out of my house.
But Jackson Bottom wasn't always thriving with diversity like it is today. For over a century, the land was flattened for agricultural use.
In the state of Oregon, over 50% of our wetlands have been drained, mainly for agriculture and urban development. And as the human population grows, more and more of this habitat is getting degraded or lost. And so the majority of these species are declining rapidly.
Enter Hillsborough Waste Management and their secret weapon.
Yeah.
Heavy equipment operator Nate Fulcher.
Nate is a fantastic equipment operator. By far, Nate is one of the best I've ever worked with. No matter what, he's happy and enthusiastic and just a pleasure to work with.
Nate's been working for Hillsborough Waste Management for 16 years.
Yeah, 16 years on May 7th.
But for 5 of those years, he's been working on a passion project, helping to restore Jackson Bottom.
Working in different industries for heavy equipment, usually it's destructive stuff, and this is a good opportunity to actually put something to good.
A lot of the work that goes into habitat restoration involves moving heavy objects. This is where Nate comes in. For example, these are called root balls.
These are specifically placed for wildlife. This is a refuge for a lot of species.
They're big leftover roots of even bigger trees that have fallen down. For waste management, these can be difficult to get rid of. Because of Nate, they're given a new purpose, creating cover for small animals to thrive.
If we just had a flat site with just large open water, there'd be no cover. All the predators could basically come in and just pick off all the smaller wildlife, and there'd be no hiding spots, no shelters.
For Nate, this work is more than just his job.
By nature, Nate is an outdoors person and an environmental steward, and I think he just really loves animals and being outdoors. So we've been able to kind of carve out a role for him that has really benefited both Waste Management and Jackson Bottom.
And because of him, the Hillsborough landfill is in the running for an award by the Wildlife Habitat Council. Each year, the WHC awards corporate conservation projects that are making a difference around the country.
When you get recognized for something, it's nice, but it's not really what we're doing it for. So that's a blue herring.
Thanks to Nate, the creatures of Jackson Bottom finally have a place to call home.
You ever get tired of seeing that?
No. No, I definitely could not do any other job other than this. I mean, to be inside would not make me happy. This is very fun.